Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be about Scipius, as he's definitely one of my favorite paragons to play in the entire game. And specifically this video will be some helpful tips on how to play him against the other classes. So a little bit past the basic stuff and some key things that you should think about when you're playing other paragons and parallels on ladder. So if you're already a Scipius savant and you just want to watch some gameplay, you can skip ahead in the chapters below. And if you want to stick around for some tips, please do. All right, so first let's talk about Shroud. General overview of strategy is definitely to go wide against them. Scipius can go wide very quickly, and Shroud does not have an AoE until they're demolecularized until turn 8. So killing them quickly, summoning a whole bunch of clones and then dropping the Drusian Exorator to kill them fast is a great game plan against them. You've got things like the Black Market Fixer to help against their Singularity Steward if they do happen to develop one in the early game with life siphons and stuff. So definitely hold on to one of those BMFs just in case they go crazy with the Steward. It's a really good idea to keep genetic correction, especially against Brand, because you don't have a good way to answer him, and him pulling out all of his corrupted visions is really difficult to deal with. So in my particular list that I'm playing right now, that I got from Manos, there's only one genetic correction in the list, so you might want to hold on to that or potentially even keep it in your mulligan, depending on the rest of your cards. Your Hydraulis Chamber can actually do some really cool stuff in this matchup, and to get around their banishment specifically. So you can use your chamber to sacrifice your own Kozo so that you guaranteed get the Aftermath ability of him coming back to your hand, because if Kozo gets banished, the Aftermath ability does not trigger and you lose that value over time. Another great thing to use the chamber on is actually Odious in the late game. So one, ramping him out quickly is awesome, but also you can use your chamber on Odious to split him into two. That way you essentially force the Shroud player to have two instances of kill spells instead of just one, right? So if they just erasure the original 8/8, it's gone. But if there's two 6/6s, they need an erasure plus an Honored Steward, and you get the idea. Of course, demolecularize is a great answer to Odious, but sometimes they don't always have it, or they don't always run 3 copies. If the kill them quickly by going wide plan doesn't pan out, I do find that Akara Rebel General is really nice for pushing damage in the late game, and you get a second trigger, of course, from the Scipius muster ability as well. So, you've either got the value train with like multiple Kozo hits and Akara, and you hold a lot of effects in your Scipius, or you try and kill them quickly and you should be in good shape. All right, now on to Earthin. So while the strategy of going wide is a really good idea against Shroud, against Earthin you want to go tall. And how do you do that? That's with the Asian Subjugate. So that's the 3/3 that gives counters to units whenever you summon a clone. And so what you want to do with those counters is, instead of spreading them across a whole bunch of little 1/1 clones and everything, you want to put those counters on a few minions, maybe a couple to a few, so that they have high health, so that they don't die to virulent spores. And that, of course, is the AoE in Earthin, where it does 3 damage to all units in the middle of the board and 2 damage to the units on the outsides. So playing around that card is really, really important, and Scipius can actually do so. Black Market Fixer is a great keep against Earthin, so I try not to bank those if I have the choice, because there are so many cards in Earthin that die to the BMF. So whether it's a Crimea Conduit or a Mizra Loyalist, there's a ton. And so again, BMF, keep that guy, he's good. And lastly, if you are running into a lot of Earthins, Master Poisoner is definitely a good idea to kind of put into the deck here and there. It depends on how popular it is on ladder, honestly, but it's so good at getting through some of those huge defender minions that Earthin always pops out. On to the Augen Cores. Now, most Augen Cores on ladder are either going to be Juggernaut or Iraq playing some version of the JRJ OTK. Sorry, John. And so you're always kind of on a clock against these Augen Core players. So the kill them quickly strategy, by going wide and sort of doing the thing that we mentioned again when I was talking about Shroud, is a good idea. But You have to sort of play around their anti-organic pulse as well. That comes down on turn 8, but of course they have Reclamator, so they can get it out on turn 7. One of the things that I've found against Augen Cores is sort of timing your defenders. So you've got Seeing Triple and you've got the Cunning Diplomat. I think those are the only 2 defenders in this particular list. And so, of course, the JRJ OTK combo is stopped by defenders. So you can either play a Seeing Triple on turn 4, try and do the kill them quickly strategy by going wide. That's solid, but if you find that you can't kill them in time, or the Seeing Triple has come like a little too late, where they're going to be able to wipe your board in, a turn, then you might want to wait to play it when you think that they've got the combo. So like maybe, you do want to play it on turn 8, turn 9 or something like that, because then they have to spend a turn playing their AOP or clearing your 1/1s before they can kill you, and then maybe you can kind of return kill them, counter kill them before they get you by stopping their game plan a little bit. Odious is a great counter to anti-organic pulse, so if you can get him out early or like double ramp on turn 6, even if you have to destroy your Hydraulis chamber, it's definitely worth it because he's super sticky and annoying for them to deal with. Of course, be mindful of where you're placing your +1/+1 counters from the Asian subjugate, just in case they have a minion or a unit with kill switch. Don't sink all of your counters on one unit if you know that the kill switch is going to get a couple triggers, even if they've got a hard-linked pilot. And of course, BMF is a great answer to the Juggernaut Workshop summons, so maybe keep one of those to have in the Scipius pool so that you can get through some of those really easily. Okay, now moving on to Marcolian, and I'm also going to lump fellow Kathari players into the same category because the strategy is very, very similar, and I'm referring to the aggro matchup. So if you're against a Lemieux or a Catherine, another Scipius, Aeneas, no one really plays Armored Division, and we don't really see Asio all that often. So for the aggro matchups, this just really comes down to tempo and who gets on board the fastest. As a Kathari, we have no way to come back on the board, so the first few turns really, really make a big difference. And the key card in all of that, I think, is the Hydraulis chamber. So in the mulligan, obviously I'll keep a Valerusi striker if I've got it, and probably a PS8, especially if I'm going second. But I really try and look for that chamber because the tempo advantage by getting extra mana is so key and really, really helps you against fellow aggro decks. I will say though, just because this is an aggro matchup, it does really come down to controlling the board. So sometimes you can just smork them down and, race each other, but I would say, I favor making good value trades and stuff like that because they also don't really have, Marcolian has some AoE, sure, but we don't really see it that often. So just taking value trades, controlling the board, going wide, and again, prioritizing tempo should get you there. Also, don't forget that you have a Kara Rebel General as a little bit of heal. So again, especially against like a Marco or something, if they've got you low and you just need to survive a little bit longer, you can play a Kara and you can play him again in the Scipius muster ability as well. Okay, now before we get to the games, just some quick overall tips for Scipius. So one of the reasons why Scipius is so strong is the Hydraulis chamber. So definitely make sure that you're planning out your turns carefully with the chamber. Don't accidentally bank an effect or a relic when you really needed the clone summon to sacrifice to the chamber for a good mana turn. And don't be afraid to use the chamber twice in a turn if the tempo advantage is like so worth it. Like if you're against an aggro deck and if you sack something twice for 2 extra mana, you do lose it, of course, but sometimes one swing can just like win you the game. But if you were against a Shroud player where you knew you really wanted to ramp out to Wong on turn 4 or Odious early on turn 7, just make sure you're being careful about how you use your chamber. The timing of your Scipius is also something to think about. You don't always need to squeeze every little bit of value out of him to where he's got like 6 or 7 musters in there. If you've sometimes just only played Wong and you really just need cards, don't be afraid to throw him out just for one extra Wong trigger. But again, if you're in a really big value match where you can tell that this game is going on for a long time, you might want to wait when you've got an Akara in there or a Black Market Fixer, more things for his cast. And lastly, just want to give a shout out to Synchronicity. This card's insane. Your opponent plays a Wong, you're like, I'd like a Wong. Target the Wong, you get to play it, and it also counts as a muster ability for your Scipius. So just I like this card. I play this card now. So shout out to Synchronicity. All right, folks, those are just some quick, helpful tips when playing Scipius on ladder. I hope maybe you learned something or made you think about something that you hadn't thought of before. And I hope you enjoy the rest of my games, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I mean, that's kind of interesting to keep that. I don't know if that's the move, though. I could always bank it. I heard there's a really cool bookstore in LA called Barnes & Noble. Have you heard of it? I am a Barnes & Noble member. I got my tote bag at the beginning of this year, my special tote. The only reason why I kept the second one is just because like it grows in attack, and if they were to put the 1/3 down, but they're not going to put the 1/3 down unless they're like actually answering it. So I feel like I probably could just bank the other one. But I don't have a play for next turn. Oh, I do, but if I want to get the immunis out. Okay, fine. What level member are you, though? Oh my god, there's different levels. Shit, I'm a bad fan. I don't even know. I think I'm just like a base level? What are the different levels? I don't even know. No, I should have kept the 1-drop, goddammit. Was it kind of like Magic? It has elements of Magic. But I would say it's somewhere in between a Hearthstone and a Magic. Like, you know, there's a mana cap of 10, like Hearthstone, but there's no board limit like Magic. There's no board limit in Magic, right? There is some not instant speed, but there's like interaction on your opponent's turn. Like you can respond to something on your opponent's turn where like Hearthstone you can't, Magic you can. So it's got elements of both. Okay, so they've got relics, which are kind of like artifacts in Magic. I think I'm just going to play this one. So this is a relic where I could like sacrifice a unit to gain an extra energy. So I could do a 3-mana play and just put this down this turn instead of the 2. But I think I'm just going to develop this and pass. So this thing gives all clones +1/+1 when they enter the field. So this is a clone, this is a clone, this is a clone. Yeah, nope, you can literally have hundreds of creatures on board in Magic. Yeah, exactly. Same here. Is this game relatively new? Today is their first day of open beta. So it's been in closed beta so far, but you could like sign up with, you know, my code and stuff to get access. But now if you just go to parallel.life, the website, anybody can play it now. That's today. Okay, so what we're gonna do, so we have 2 mana right now. But what, if you have a clone come into the board, you get +1/+1 counter on anything. So I think what I'm going to do is like sacrifice this thing first, which is okay. So now I have 3 energy. I'm going to put this down. And the passive of this Paragon, so you can tell that we've got 2 different characters here, is, fuck. I just realized I need to bank a unit in order to get the 0/1. So anytime you bank a unit, which is like a minion, right, you get a 0/1, which I just sacrificed, but like this is a spell and this is a spell. So when I go to bank to add energy, I really want to get that clone summon, so I get a trigger on this thing here. So what do I want to bank? This unit or this unit? I guess this one. So you'll see, bank a unit, this 0/1 comes into the board. I think I'm going to buff this one because this is probably going to get killed next turn, and then I'm just going to shoot that. Barnes & Noble membership. Oh my god, I gotta look at this. I'm hoping that this thing doesn't get hit by a 4-mana. It's called Honored Steward. It's a 4/4 that banishes a unit. And banishing, so this is Shroud. Shroud is the only class that has access to the Singularity. So you can see this little portion of the board over here. I don't have one. So when they have cards that banish, so that's one, erasure, banish target unit, you'll see it'll go into the Singularity. And then there are ways for Shroud to interact with their Singularity, like they can play cards from their Singularity in various ways. Okay, so this buffs my clones +2/+1. This thing gets huge. Do you ever get your banked units back? There are cards that interact with the bank, but like in a normal case, no. Like once you choose to bank a card for energy, you don't have access to it for the rest of the game. Now, like I said, there are, you know, certain cards, you know, if conditions are met, you might get to play something from your bank, but you know, it depends on the specific card. I could summon a bunch of 1/1s and then buff them up with this next turn so that I can answer this. Maybe that's the move. The active, ability. So you'll see I'm just gonna make 3 1/1s here, that these all have Defender. This still has Defender too. Defender's kind of like Taunt. Basically, they're going to go to attack. Like in Parallel, it's all direct attacking like Hearthstone. But when there's Defenders on the board, they go to attack something, and then you have the option to block with any one of your Defenders. But Scipius, the active ability, here you can see like he's going to attack. I don't really want my things to die, so I guess I'll accept that attack. It's fine if he kills that. Scipius is a 5-mana 3/3. The passive ability is these clones that get summoned when you choose to bank a unit. But his active ability is like Shutterwalk and Hearthstone. So he triggers all muster abilities that you previously played this game. And muster is just their word for battle cry. So it's kind of like a battle cry deck, but this is also Swarm with clones. Okay, so when I play this, all of my things are going to be 3/2s. That'll have 4 attacks, so I could take that trade. I suppose that might be the move. This thing, anytime something is banished, it grows +2/+1, so this thing gets really out of hand. I don't really like double trade on that thing, though. The other option, ooh, you know what we could do instead? Instead of going here, we could go, maybe put the Subjugate down. Okay, and then we'll bank this. Oh, no, we don't get another one. Shit. That's fine. Okay, what we'll do is we'll trade here. So that's the thing that gets buffed from the passive. So you'll see I'll go to bank a clone here. The other one comes in. It just continually keeps growing if there's already one on the board. So I'll go here, now buffing this, because this gives counters whenever a clone is put into the play. And then I can trade there. Do I want to... Oh, let me think about this. If I go there and there... I'm just going to kill this one, because that thing keeps growing. And then I'm just going to attack phase. You know what? And then I get... This thing pops out a clone at the end of the turn. Maybe I go here. I mean... I guess it depends on which one he would choose to clear. I've only got 2 cards in the hand right now. First time chatter. Well, welcome to chatting, Doetti. Oh yeah, this thing has evasive. I kind of forgot about that. So this card has the evasive, which gets through defenders. But that's okay. Now I can shoot this for 2. So they have a Honored Steward. They'll hit this. And if I kill this, it goes to the Singularity, but until it leaves the battlefield here. So we got plenty of options. We can just bank this. So you said this 0/1 now becomes a 1/1. I'll play the thing that buffs all my stuff. Probably want to do some damage to them, though, because they have a turn 8 clear the board. Actually, I think it's not the end of the world, but I think we did misplay a little bit, because I could have maybe tried to just play this, kill this, bring this back, and then bank, and then the clone would have come into the board, and I would have gotten an extra trigger from the unit that's in here, but not the end of the world. It's fine. I guess if I was gonna use the, do I double trade? Or sorry, not double trade, just trade 1. I guess so. We have little time. So you always draw a card at the end of the turn to replace the card that you banked in the for each of your turns, except for the person that goes first. The first card that you bank, you don't replace it. So they've got their big 8 mana. It's like a Twisting Nether, basically. It just wipes the whole board. Is that what peeps call you? My name is Allie, yes. You're from and based in Switzerland, though. That's cool. Oh, interesting. So this is their Paragon, the New Dawn. Wow, they're just going to let me kill that, huh? So I've got how much damage? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, I don't know if I have any crazy muster abilities in my Scipius here. This just destroys 2 or a lot less, so I could trade there. However, how is the game? The game is great. I mean, I'm definitely going to bank that. I mean, I have to kill their New Dawn, right? But I'm, like, concerned about... I'll explain my thoughts in a second. Oh, fuck it. We're just going. We're going balls to the wall. It's not like that is gonna... Okay, if they have the AoE, they have the AoE. The reason why I am confused is basically they just let me kill their new Dawn, which is their Paragon, okay? And essentially, that little 0-6 that was on the board... Yeah, okay, they had it. Of course they had it. They developed that before the turn that they wanted to demolecularize, where they need to spend 1 mana to send it back to the Singularity to keep getting value out of it. But because that demolecularize cost 8, they wouldn't have had the mana to spend the 1 energy plus the 8, so they would have destroyed their own Paragon. It's kind of a lot to explain. But I wound up putting damage into it anyway. But now, basically, what that Paragon would have allowed them to do is play any card from their Singularity for the rest of the game. But now, they let me kill it, and they don't have access to it anymore. So now this whole pool of cards, they no longer can use. Okay, so... I'm going to sacrifice my own Kozo to my Relic here because he basically has the ability when this unit would be destroyed, it goes back to your hand. But because Shroud has cards that banish it, I think banish means that, like, it's, you know, it's removed. Well, banish does mean it's removed from the game. Okay, I'm going to wind up banking this one just because I want to keep cycling cards here. The only reason why I'm hesitating is that the card was just changed yesterday in the most recent patch update. It used to read when this card would enter the waste, put it back into your hand instead. But now it reads when this card would be destroyed, put it back into your hand. So that's why I'm like slightly unsure. Do I have some good beginner deck lists? So if you are interested in playing the game, what you should do is play the rookie mode, and they already give you a deck for each one of the rookie modes. So my suggestion before like trying to take to ladder is you should get 5 wins with each of the classes in the rookie mode, and then we'll talk. But I have a whole bunch of videos on how to, new player content on my new YouTube channel that you can check it out there. But yeah, I would, like I said, start with the rookie mode for sure. I want to see what they're going to give me here if I go for Kozo. So Kozo reveals a random enemy banked card. So you can see, and then I get to play it for free.
This should be good.
Oh, shit. I guess I should... Oh, no. Oh, okay. I guess I confirmed the attack there. That's fine, I guess. So there have 2 defenders here. So if I wanted to attack this... But I really wanted to banish that, though. That's the thing. Because then if I banish it, they don't get the Aftermath ability.
Now this feels like a fight.
That's really unfortunate. But I guess it is what it is. So they're going to be able to get a card out of the Singularity. They picked up what now? They picked up my... Okay, it's glitching out right now. My Black Market Fixer. And I drew a card. We don't need the Saboteur, I don't think. And again, I'm going to sacrifice my Kozo so that they don't banish this. And I keep getting it back to my hand. What about new player content for players who played in beta but haven't played for 4 years? Well, Parallel hasn't been out for 4 years. So... I don't know what you mean by that. Like, are you saying that you've played Parallel before and are coming back? Like it's pretty a brand new game. Played in beta. Yeah, like the beta goes live today. So, I don't quite know what you're asking. No. Oh, I'm so mad that we didn't. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but... Shroud's kind of tough to beat at this point. We needed to swarm them early, but we might still be able to get there. So eventually I want to pop my Scipius, but because Shroud is like a value match... Oh, man. Sad. Oh, that is so sad. Okay, my Akara and my Odious, like 2 of my legendaries that helped me kill, got put into my waste because of this card. Damn. How are we going to get around this shenanigans then.
Show me cleanse.
I haven't played Wong yet, but Odious and Akara being in there, like, oh man. Oh, I can't do that if I don't know things. Actually, I'm just gonna play this again and I will destroy it. I think it's fine. I don't think I need my... If I don't have Odious anymore, then that's okay.
The new dawn rises.
Does that actually do anything? It... So this card that I just stole from them
Finest moment.
is put the top 2 cards of each player's deck into your singularity, but I don't have a singularity, so it might not have done anything there. Thanks for the hanging out, RPG Prince. No, not, yeah, sorry, Pterodac. No, I wasn't talking about Hearthstone.
There you are.
Huge fan of card games, but never given a shot. Oh man, okay, hold on 1 second. I gotta think about this. 3, I could put 4, 5. I could put 2 triggers there, but then I'm gonna have to first attack through here. Or I could just pop the Scipius now. I have a few different... Okay, let's do this.
Let's do some science.
Please kill the 1/3. Oh my god, that was unlucky. Because I had the battle cry of... Okay, sure. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Let's do some science.
This is like I'm having a Shutter Walk turn right now where a whole bunch of shit is happening. Okay. Like you can see he's triggering everything. Oh god, what am I gonna shoot there? I guess I'm gonna get another trigger, so maybe that? I mean, that could also just die to... Oh my god, if they don't have an answer to, this board, though, I definitely win. Oh dear god, okay. If they find another demo, we're gonna be depressed. Every time you play a clone, you waste the top card. Wait, why did that get buffed? Why did that get buffed? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Wait! Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, I guess that this was unavoidable. Oh no, it is! No, we're fine! We're fine! We're fine, we're fine. Like, when that thing dies, it just dies. It doesn't get banished. Okay. Okay. Sorry, this is hype. Alright, we'll just play this.
We have into the hydrolium.
And we pray that they don't find their last, like, twisting nether, essentially. You know, they're,
The new dawn rises.
Okay, they got my Wong. 3 copies of a card in each deck, except for legendaries, which are one of. Okay, well, they don't have the mana. Oh, they have my Magna, okay.
The hydrolium calls.
Okay, so we've got 9, 10. Oh, we've definitely got it. Like, easy game, easy life, I think. Yeah, I can do 7. Yeah. Okay, we're chilling. So every time I summon a clone here, I'm gonna get a +1/+1 counter from these guys. So we'll just keep... So we just have to get, how much? 6 counters here? Which is exactly 2 per 3 is 6. Woof, okay. Mommy Straza. I gotta admit, not many people call me Mommy Straza, but you know what? I guess that's fine. I don't know. All right, we'll keep Magna or nah? God, I love Magna. But I don't know if she's a keep, though. Okay, this hand is fine.
Sensory links engaged.
Okay. Well, I hate banking the BMF, but I think I'm going to. Or I could just bank the 1 And then go for the Magna next turn. Nah. Right. We have other ones.
Into the hydrolium. I am his blade.
Okay. Bing chillin'. No PS8, please. Okay, this worked out
Engaging target.
pretty well. We could bank this, kill the 0-1, shoot that, and trade. Let's buy the move, right? Or, nah, I don't really like anything else. Play this, make that trade, get this developed. You don't get Magnus full abilities, but
Now this feels like a fight.
we get to keep this 2-1 alive. Put a kill switch on this. Top right? Yeah, in this game it is top right, isn't it? There's star chart. Okay, so next turn they're gonna get their Juggernaut. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I like 2 Cunning Scipians are better than 1. I guess we could just bank this, shoot that, and go here. They'll wind up killing the thing. Or we could take that trade, bank this, sacrifice the 0-1, and play 2 of these. They're definitely gonna kill 1. I mean, perhaps the best way to... I mean, it is kind of dumping, but maybe we can kill them before they get to a Reclamator into AOP. Maybe, just maybe. Like a river. Maybe we just get a, like... I think we have to kill this, unfortunately. Play around, kill switch. But maybe if we just get a Druzy and Exorator... We just have a super wide board. We can kill them before they get to their board clear. No, they were able to take out both. Sag. Sometimes I gotta pinch my... Alright, option is to play a Synchronicity on the black market fixer, so I kill this 2-5 and take a trade. Is that a good use of the card? It does kind of put a black market fixer, it removes all minions from the board, and it does give me a BMF for the Scipius. It's not like the ton of value, but I feel like it's good enough for me.
My turn.
Yeah, I think Operation Kill Them before they can AOP is not a go, unfortunately. Oh. Oh. The Synchronicity cries. Very sad about that. Would have loved to have copied Wong. But it is what it is. 6-7. So they can't AOP me next turn. We just play Kozo. What can Kozo really get? I feel like I can't answer the Wong. Unless I'm supposed to answer the Wong. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd have to trade my whole board in there. That feels really bad. Whoops. Just go face, just assert dominance. Trust. This 1 damage is gonna make a difference.
My turn.
I mean, okay. All right. That's big. I don't know. I think in this moment in time, smorking might just be my best option. Pressure never hurts. No kill switch on that thing. Okay. Face?
Sensory links engaged.
No ocular implant. Don't do it. Don't do it, mate. Don't do it. Okay. Interesting. So I currently have... What do I have in my Scipius? Just a black market fixer from... Did I play 2 black market fixers or no? I synchronicity 1.
Ah, interesting.
This might just be absurd to do this.
Make a stand! We have little time.
Like, I kind of have a rationale for this, but like... Not sure I'm in love with the rationale. I guess I figure if they want to go Reclamator into AOP, they don't have any upgrades on the board, and they don't have the mana to pay for upgrades unless they have like a scanner array. So if they want to wipe the board, at least they're wiping their own board. Which is what they did. We could throw out Scipius and just like kill that 3/6, draw a card, get a Kozo trigger. It's not a ton of value. The other option is to go here. One gets taken out. That doesn't really feel that amazing. I honestly feel like timing your Scipius is tough. You know? I never really know like when's the... Interesting.
Locking in.
Don't kill that, please. Oh my god, we got Wong. I don't think we need 2 of these, or do we? Do we not need the Kozo at this point? Like, if I can, like, get 2 things out, just with, like, a couple minions, that could be... Do we want a 3/3?
We have little time.
I think we do want a 3/3. I think I'm pretty down for damage right now. Was he bullying her? Now, if they have a second AOP, I'll be a little sad. Or if they just have the jury-rigged OTK right here, I'll be a little sad. Maybe we should have thrown the taunts down. Kind of forgot about that. But I'm at 30. So obviously they kill this. I'll have... Okay, that thing's problematic. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 10 damage? Like if I go here and here, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Let's do some science.
Oh no, did I bank already? Oh, I did. I did. Oh wait, I did miscount, huh? And I could still be dead to JRJ here. I mean, how did I miss? I had 8, 9, 10. There are 2. This thing has cleave. Okay. No. Dude, I mean, if they haven't...
Sensory links engaged.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I have a second one though. 7, 8, 9. I really, 8, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I guess I counted 10 with the gunslinger. Yeah. So obviously that would be great. Sorry. I mean, we can kill this and we can play Wong. Which order do we want to do this? Can we find 2? I guess I could find another gunslinger.
Open for business.
Take that. Take this. Oh, no. I guess I probably want that and that, right? All right. Now the question is do I go for the 1/1s again? Why wouldn't I go for the 1/1s again? I want to keep both of the yeah, I agree. If they had the combo, they would have played it, but sometimes all you need is the Keth, you know? The trouble with this play is just that it leaves kill switch open.
Ah, interesting.
Like if they find a kill switch, they put it on this 1/2, then I get to salvage. Like I won't be able to take yeah. Okay, is that, do they have, I don't think they have another kill switch, right? No! No, I would have been fine if it wasn't for the 1. God damn it! Okay, maybe, okay, switch of plans here. Oh my god, this is so painful. I just play Odious, and then just hope that and then just win with Odious next turn. That has to be it, right? And then I'll just have like double, like we just have to dodge the combo. Can we do that? Can we dodge the combo? Like if I double black mark, if I hit the 0-3, my brain is hurting right now. It's definitely Odious. Do I attack first? I guess there's a part of me that's like, why wouldn't I just go for an attack this turn? Because I'm going to have to get through all this shit eventually, right? Oh man, I need more time for my brain to process this. Yeah, like I kind of feel like I need to just make a trade right now. Like they're not going to be able to get through all of my stuff. Like they'll use a kill switch, they can kill my thing, that's fine. They'll salvage it to the 2-3. Oh, that was probably a mistake. They only have 1 card in the hand. Oh no. Okay, they took that with such fast conviction. Yeah.
One man's trash.
You fight like a well-oiled machine.
Okay, well, we did it. Oh, also, that just works. We can kill whatever way we want here.
Okay, initiate emergency jump recovery.
Oh, God, okay, we got there. The Acio is pretty fun. I do want to spend some time and actually try and play some Acio at some point here. Okay, we don't need this. Do I want to keep this? I don't have the relic. Opponent goes first. I feel like I'd rather have the relic. Okay. Just play the 2-2. If they play the 1-2 plus the PS8, I'd be upset. I think we want to keep the Mercenary Gunslinger in our back pocket. I'm going to attempt to play it. Hopefully they don't have the 1-2 plus the, what's it called? Bannerman, maybe? Okay, well, they had that.
Time to strike.
Questionable.
Hold in position.
Ooh. So next turn, I'm probably going to play the Cunning Scipion plus the PS8. Is this really that? What could I get? I mean, that actually might be quite good against like a wall, the 2-5. Maybe I should keep this. So maybe I bank that. Or I guess next turn I could also, these are gonna trigger the car, I just call it the car, the longbow personnel carrier, LPC, which I suppose this could kill, but technically all 3 Magna abilities won't be active in that situation. How is the complexity of this game compared to Hearthstone or Magic or other digital games? If I'm being completely honest, I think it's right smack dab in the middle. I think it's more complex than Hearthstone in some ways, but maybe not as complex as Magic. Partly because, I mean, we're just in the base set. You know, the game literally went to open beta today. I would say, like, there's no instant speed spells and that kind of stuff. Like, there is interaction on your opponent's turn. So I would say, like, as it currently stands, it's probably smack dab in the middle. I want to play this. I want to go as wide as I can, I think. I don't want to use my Magna yet, I don't think. So we can play here. I guess the Black Market Fixer is kind of nice against Vengeful Ally and that kind of shit if they go off with Miriel. But then what do I bank? Just trade. I might... Okay, so normally I would want to keep that genetic correction, I think, for something like a 2/5, the wall, because those things are sort of annoying to answer, but I think I have enough, like, board presence right now that perhaps I don't need to, like, use that to play from behind. And I want to hold on to my Black Market Fixer, I think, just because Vengeful Ally is pretty irritating. It's like a huge minion if they get it going. And, like, you get more triggers here, but this might be the bank this turn. We'll find out. So if I play Magna, then I could kill that. Oh, I did actually get my... They do have access to Lemieux next turn. So what we can do is... Actually, answering a 1/1 is better. Alright, so let's bank this. Kala is calling.
Now this feels like a fight.
To your eyes, nothing shines.
Into the hydrolium.
We have little time.
Fuck, nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Me with missing 1 damage today. We saw nothing. Shh. Shh. So I could drop Wongy Boy, but then he gets answered by Lemmy. Do we care, or do we want to go wider here? Probably just go wide, right? Especially with the 1/2 still existing. And then we can just Lemieux next turn. I mean, this game's over. I mean, I guess it's not completely over, but it's probably pretty over. All right, how do we want to do this? I want to kind of answer these things if I can. I can go here and shoot, answer 1, and then I guess I can only answer 1 that way. Okay. In before we lose because we missed 1 damage. Nah. Never.
This isn't yet.
Back. You won't even know I'm here.
See? Totally irrelevant.